How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, dude. I'm a little late, but it's okay. We got ourselves more 5V5 1V1 DUELS, this time over in the region of EU. Yesterday was pretty good time over. Do you even look okay? I didn't even look in the mirror today, dude. I woke up so late. Holy dude, I was just awake for so long yesterday. It was literally one of the longest days of my life. I was awake. I don't know why I woke up as early as I did. I got a lot of stuff done, and then today I'm now like... Yesterday I woke up so early and I got so much done compared to today when I woke up so late and I got very little done. I hate that dichotomy. I'd rather just like have a consistency. You know what I mean, dude? It's one of those days. Yeah, let me get the music back up and running. We got more 5V5 1V1 DUELS for the day. This time over in the region of NA. Does that sound now? No, much more voice. We got ourselves more duels, boys. Scripts are gonna be going up right now. I'm just gonna start with my mix that I usually do. Direction engaged. Let's go, dude. 5V5 is yeah. What's up, Vortex? Hey, my man. Alrighty. Here we go. I have to remember which one of the characters set up for this. Did you see, by the way, the bike mount with Mountain Dew is sold out apparently. Did you see that story? Did you see that? Hold on, this thing, Hate Forged. Apparently this little number is sold out? What? A digital item? That's some bullshit, I'll be honest, dude. It's literally a thing you can put... What do you mean it's sold out? Look, brother, what? Like, what is this? That can't be real, right? Blizz, that can't be real, bro. That can't be real. What the hell? What is that? That is some bullshit right there. I'm not even lying to you. My God. Let's get some groups going right now over in the Molten Core. If y'all want to join up, the groups are going to be listed right now. You're running out of code, boys. Yeah, we're running out of codes, dude. What is that? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, holy man. Scarcity and artificial scarcity. Oh, like, look, if they were making like physical bikes and people could literally win a physical bike, I'd understand that, right? I'd understand you want to make a couple of them. Or even if you got like, I don't know, like an actual figurine, right? You know, it takes plastic, it takes materials, it takes time. Maybe they made a handful of them and they're like, all right, who wins, who wins? But like, in a game? You're kidding me? Imagine you're trying to like run a raid, right? Like an older raid. Let's say you go back to, I don't know, dude, Mr. Pandaria, Siege of Orgrimmar. You're still trying to get the shoulders from Garrosh, right? You eventually drop them and they show up in the inventory, but it's like, uh-oh, hold on, sorry, we're running out of shoulders. No more. No more shoulders for you. Sorry. Oh man, yo, let's get our boys. Got my checks in the decimal for the mounts. Oh man, I don't agree with any of this. I don't like it. Groups are up if y'all want to join in for 5v5. That's a lot of rogue, but you know what? I'd be down to. Alt need love too. Wait, alt need love too? What does that mean? Zaraya. Hold on, what does that mean? Alt need love too? Oh, hi. Never mind. He's actually ready for those. I don't know what you meant by that. These are trick characters only through rogues. Up to you. First game is usually Wild West. You know what? I'm okay with the first game being Wild West, to be honest. Perfect, okay with it. What's up, brother? Call of Duty next week. Let's go, my man. I'm down. I miss ya. How you doing? Also, what the hell is this keybind? I guess this character has all kinds of messed up keybinds. I thought these were PvE rogues. So too, but PvP items on them. Yeah, hold on. Actually, just double checking. No, PvP items. Yeah, PvP. Yeah, no, everybody's PvP items. Wait. Oh, this guy's actually PvE items. Oh, okay. Oh, 11 pistols at home, just a pair of knives. I mean, I guess this guy actually doesn't. Yeah, this guy's actually PvE guy. Zahara, this is a PvP thing. IDK, if you're actually looking for a real Molten Core group. Yeah, I don't think this guy's actually ready. There's a joint for a battle simply because I didn't know. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, Zahara though, I don't know. Zahara looks like just a PvE guy. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I have no clue. But yeah, I still apologize that. Yeah, I got. Yeah, let me stop to ask. So, why every candy bar in a bag achieves the same amount of salt, sugar, and calories across the board? Wait, no, I guess I haven't. Now that you mentioned something, I guess I have not. No. Is this gonna be some kind of a wild take just now? What do you mean, Addison? You mean like actual numbers are exactly the same whether it is like a candy or like? I actually do need to look now. Now I'm concerned because I'm trying to like live healthy, change some things about my life. So now I just got me like thinking. Sign up for MC is saying you can solo it. That's why, you know, that is why we posted in multi-core. Why we listed under raid is for cross faction. So you can join us. Conan, are you joining us, my man, or are you in a group already? Does anybody get another group? Am I having to compete with somebody? I am Chicago. Okay, hold on. We gotta fill this one then. What's the invite, man? Who do I get in on these? Blah blah. Let me see if he wants to join in. Hey, wanna join some 5v5 1v1 Duels? Blue Dragon. There's another guy named Dragon that wanna join earlier. I don't think he's on though. I don't think he's on. Hold on. Another guy that whispered me earlier. It was like, yo, when are you doing these? I'm like, yeah, let me let you know. What was the other guy? Hold on, hey, can I find this chat? The Chicago? Awesome. There we go, found that guy. Found him, perfect. Chicago, beautiful. Sure can do a few. Yo, get your win here, my man. We'll need a Romas and we'll be good to go. Smog the boy is in. Demoniac, I think he's already in, right? I'm assuming he's already in with Chicago. And Conan is in. Darklight, not Jay. Who is not Jay? Who? Why do I have a note called not Jay? Huh. Jerdis? Kargath? Hey, wanna join? Hold on. He asked me last week actually. Wanna join some 5v1s? And then there was also another guy as well. I'm the guy who was pretty disc. Oh! That's you? Hold on. Why can't I see the profile then? Okay. I don't think it hasn't. Oh! I see it now! Hold on. Yeah, so your name on Discord is different than like Boris. But then I see the AKA Demoniac at the top. I thought that was a different person. I'm bad with names. Like, incredibly bad with names. Like, insanely bad with names. So I apologize. Yeah. Dude, I got two brain cells to rub together, okay? I'm doing the best that I can with it. Alright? I'm doing the very best that I got. I'm doing the best that I got, man. Come on. Is Baldwin in? He probably is in, isn't he? Sure, let me look. We got Kargath. We're good, boys. We are set. Is that identical across the board? It's so weird. Okay, I gotta take a look at it then. Cancel. Yeah, I'll cancel multi-core. I mean, maybe some people run multi-core just to have like a group of people to play with, right? More people hopefully get like, you know, some fun, get through the instance quicker. But yeah, that is the reason why we listed on the multi-core, because like, who the hell needs help soloing molten core? Like, who's gonna make a group for molten core? Right? That's like, people now use multi-core just for cross-faction stuff at this point. Let's go, dude. As soon as Kargath is on, we'll be good to go. As soon as the boy lets me know, we'll be all set. Got blah blah, we got Boris in here, we got Conan, we got ourselves. My boy, hopefully Kevin Landers hops on because he asked me about it last week. I don't know if Tank is on these. Bing, what's your name? Bing bong boing. Undead Warrior? What is that choice? Undead Warrior is a choice, because you already have Zerkers to break out of a field, but like when you're undead, double break, you know what I mean? It's just a weird one, you know? Then again, Undead Death Knight does the same thing, because they also have Lichborn, and then they have the Undead Racial, so it's like same old. But worse for Guerreros, I'm peak. It's a choice, that's what I'll say. I won't say it's peak. I can't agree. How you doing, my guy? You might also be needing to roll multi-core mode, Rattle HQ Hunter, second Timmy Core Hound. Is that? Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense, actually. Core Hounds. Yeah. Could you go to like Firelands 2 and Timmy Core Hound there? Or is that like a different Core Hound? I imagine you have to be BM for that thing, right? Forsaken, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Orc on top. Yeah, Orc Warrior is a classic. Like a human warrior is also another classic. Maybe the only thing that's better than that is a Night Elf Warrior. But that's only because I've seen Talrion play Night Elf Warrior and like he makes it work. I feel like those three S tier. Anything else is literally everything else is at least highest D tier in my eyes. But yeah. Started playing gnomes and orcs. You know what? Gnome is actually really good too. Like being able to break out of roots is actually really good too as well. Yeah. I feel that. I feel that. Especially, yeah, when you play like the meta all the time, I could also agree with that too. They are doing a racial change up in the 1107. Like, I think the Void Elf one could be really good because 5% more damage with a proc, that seems really good. It doesn't duplicate the damage anymore because that actually gave you a lower number. But 5% more damage when it procs, I mean, and you got the port, that could be pretty good. And it goes faster, that could be pretty good. Like 3-minute cooldown still is a little high, but yeah. Maghar, I think is actually going to be Abyss. Not even kidding him. I think Maghar is going to be Abyss. Is Kargath around? We'll give it a second still. Otherwise, I'll see if Kraken maybe wants to join in or somebody. But yeah, I think Maghar actually might be best, dude. I mean, it's a choice between you two top racials and gives you like 5, not 6,000 points worth of that secondary. That's huge. For some classes that usually have like 2 best in slot secondaries, in most cases, classes have 2 best in slots. Unless they need to hit a cap. Like, I think that's going to be insane. Like, that's really strong. That's real good. The fact that it's more focused, and it's like a trinket. It's like a trinket with some stats. It is mad. I make a Nightborn Arms Warrior for a Mog alone, or however there is a warrior. Yeah, might as well. The Nightborn 80% slow might be something. 3-minute cooldown is pretty long, but 80% slow might be pretty good. Really hard to outrun it, right? You can always just back away too. Like, hit them with a slow, leap out, and I mean, what are they gonna do, right? That could be good. I think that could be good. Damage buff is also nice too, but it's mostly like PvE thing at that point. But like, I would lower its cooldown though. Like 3 minutes for 80% slow and AoE, 8 seconds with a slow. Just seems like, if it was a root, I would agree. Like if it was a 99% slow, I'd be like, whoa, that's basically a root without it being a little root. I kind of like it. It's nutty, right? That's basically, they're just stuck in place. I guess 80% is also pretty much stuck in place too, but like a Volpera has the same thing on single target, so it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Karga? I think I'm good, right? Yeah, I'm alright. Invite. There we go. There we go, my boy. Oh, wait, party full? That's my B. There we go. 1.3. Yeah, like anything shorter than a 3 minutes, like even a 2 minute. But yeah, 1.3, I would agree with that. Yeah. I would lower its damage, make it a 1.3, and I think that will honestly be a really good racial because like a big slow like that, that's pretty useful somewhere, right? That's pretty good. 80% is huge on everything around you. That's kind of nice. As a tank, you can hit a slow, leap away, or just run away, get yourself a breather. That's pretty good. PvP, it's a fantastic. You know, it's at least good somewhere. I guess is the best way to put it. Who do I make lead here? Fairlin, do you want to be lead? Or I guess I could make I'll make Kargath lead. I'm gonna make you lead for easy cues. Who is lead on the other team? Is it Chicago? But we're good. Pearl X, raid lead. Okay, we queue in a sec. Kargath and Chicago 5, the Grand 1. I'm assuming Chicago. I'll probably assume correctly. If it's working. And it's working. Oh my goodness. The Grand Arena. Here we are, boys. Oh my god. Oh. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Wait, what? Pearl is a healer? Huh? Wait a second. Hold on a moment. Bro. Okay, he didn't mean to. He didn't mean to. I didn't swap. It's okay. We play it out. Maybe we should have the healer go last or something, right? Yeah, accidental, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Switch. You know what? Let's just have a swap to red. Yeah, oh good. Yeah, so that's it's an accidental healer queue, not on purpose, but I'll still do my turn. Okay, maybe we should have might have to have you go last. Might have to have you go last. Haha. Haha. Yeah, let's have him go last, because like maybe he won't even get a chance to play, and then we'll have to worry about a healer thing, right? Oh man. We got ourselves team 1 with Big Bob. We got ourselves Bing Boing Going. I like the wizard look. I would have thought you were a wizard if I didn't see your class. Conan, Demoniac, and Chicago. We got a bit of a wait, is it the Feral? No, it's not the Feral. It's gonna be, I think, Fadeaways and then wait, why is my UI showing up? Huh? Hold on. I need to reload. My UI is showing up for some reason. There we go. It's going to be Chicago first up, rooting the rogue. As Zen goes in full. He's trying to get a full dodge. Getting knocked back immediately. Does not have a step immediately. Big Thunder. Double stun onto the rogue. Trinket said, hold on a second. Could just die right here. Get a shot onto Chicago, but not in a great spot. Kidney. Just to fade away and vanish. I think still maybe dotted. Unless a flame shock? No flame shock. It looks like the rogue is fine, but that lockdown with the Thunder double stun, and you trinket it, but then just get stunned again, that could have been rough. If that was a fat crit from Chicago, that would have been so rough. My goodness. Also, if you just pop it into, oh, first aid? Oh, hold on a second. First aid, you got to get it. Definitely get bandages, at least from the auction house, because that would be massive. Root totem around the corner. Doesn't quite catch the rogue. But the rogue goes in. He still has cooldown, so he might be able to make some work here. Shadow step immediately. Shadow strike go to Chicago. Kidney shot. Got a full death mark. Death talker's mark. Sunder no stun though. Sunder no stun. Big loss out of Chicago. Massive zaps onto Zen. Is he goes in for a cheap shot again? He's not out of the woods. Big Thunder right after. Doesn't quite connect. He's got evasion to someone to Chicago. Does not really need weapons. The rogue is really playing with fire right now. Sticking around. I think it's just going to be lights here. Cheat death. Blind, but the Ghost Wolves do have it. The Ghostles do have it with Smog charging the next. Got himself low fine Shroud charging out. And Chicago able to catch up a couple of healing surges back behind the pillar. Getting locked? What? Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on a moment. Chicago might be dead. Actually just dead. A bit of that DC, a bit of lag, a little bit of burst with a big deep breath. The Evoker's not giving you even a chance to recover. He got himself a shield. I don't know if it'll be enough to recover. Does land a kick on the dragon, but it's interrupted on green. It's still cast on blue. And I think this might be the end for you. Chicago just trying to see how you're gonna live this. How can you even live this? He just does not give you an angle. He doesn't give you a line of sight. He's just putting out in the open unless you can kick him on blue. Or get a stun. Trying to get some totems, big bloodlust, maybe something. No, it's just a lot of damage. That is rough. That is just tough, man. Smog does just go in for the jugular, doesn't give you a chance. Versus Bob, though, you could remove the bleeds. I don't know if you're running the talent for it. I don't know if you are. Maybe renewing blades will be enough to deal with the bleeds, but that's a lot of damage. Does get a sleep on the cat. Looking for a heal. Wall. Bob does go for the trinket. Big bite. That is a wall. At least keeping the dragon alive. Root into Bobbert. Is he just looking for more living flames for survivability? At some point, he is going to need to find a way to lock down Bob. Does not quite connect with a deep breath. It looks like the Feral completely dodged it. Does go for a port. Trying to go for sleepwalk again. As Bob is just trying to reapply the dots all over again. Smog not in a great spot. He does go for fire breath at the very least with a bit of a beam. As long as he keeps Bob out in the open and beam him. Hold on a second. Maybe you're picking up some damage. Nullified Shroud so you can no longer stun him. Wall out for Bob, so it's a pretty big defensive. Smog closing in, just going in for a bit of that hover while around the pillar. Does get the channel started with the deep breath, or disintegrate rather. And once you get it started, you're good. I think Smog has to play around deep breath. He needs to go for the big oppressive roar into a deep breath for a stun, full burst combo. I think that is how he closes out the game. He does technically have a defensive. He just needs to find a way to stop Bobbert from being able to open up on him and get that Renewal Blaze up immediately. While he's got the Shroud, Bob can't really properly open. As soon as Shroud is over, could be really bad. Has a Trinket, immediate wall, immediate Renewal Blaze. Maybe that'll be enough to keep him alive. Does go for the deep breath, catch him in a stun. Eternity Surge, can always position back over to the side, cannot anymore. That is gone. Sleepwalk for a second out to Bob as he goes in for Barkskin. Smog able to recover a little bit of health while also building up charges and procs and damage. Bob might be in a bad spot. Do you have enough to disintegrate? Got the mobility, might still be enough. Locking him out. Oh, Smog does pick it up though. Hold on a second. Still shell shocked by Conan immediately as soon as he charges in. Hoping for a sleepwalk. No reflect. Conan does break out of it, but Smog with a fear cannot get out unless he can hover away. I think it's just too much damage. Trying to go for a knock does not connect at all. Even the warrior has a charge, it's over. Root does not connect. Warrior does back up for it perfectly with a charge around the corner. Taking him out, crashing it. My God, that was so good. You know what? We almost never see emojis in these. What do we never see for Demon Hunters? Yo, user unknown. I actually don't know. Demon Hunter does not have a lot of survivability, I think, in 1v1 anymore. Like, you barely had any last expansion. This time around, I think they have even less. They're more of a glass cannon. They have great defenses with a healer, but I don't think just enough survivability to live. Hit and runs is all they got, really. But they get locked down in a stun. You know what I mean? Any class that gets locked down in a stun, I feel like usually dies because there's way too many rogues in this game. As there always has been. Conan charges in with a stun onto Fade. Conan actually apparently did end up using a defensive. I don't know if he used it here versus Fadeaway or if he used it versus the Dragon. But if he used it versus Dragon, which gives Fadeaway an opening right now. He's got a window. Can you capitalize potentially on this? He got one shard to dance. He just to combine that together with stuns and you'll be okay. Evasion just to keep himself afloat here. Gouge as Conan charges in, has a Zerkins, does not have a way to keep up with the rogue without having to burn some mobility for it. The Shiv does end up playing a big part into Fadeaway's escape here, and should be able to get himself sitting down for mana buns immediately. Literally catching up whatever food he can. That is not a bad move. Fear onto the rogue. Does going for the trinket. Conan looking to get some damage happening with a stun. Full burst available for the rogue. Secret technique might be enough stun. Short by Conan. Going for a blaze with a reflect. Wait, butchering the rogue. Absolutely just putting through the blender there. Conan does it, back it away. The rogue picking up as much healing as possible. Conan picking up eyes. If you are dotted with the... Yeah, you're not dotted. Second one kicking in. But Fade Away, this is where you need to make sure you put a rupture on the guy. Even if you're looking for an escape, put a rupture on him. Don't let him heal. Conan was able to recover a ton. Trinket coming up for Conan very, very soon too, so he might be okay. Stun, shell shocking on the rogue for just a second. Got himself Avatar, reflect up. Could Trinket this. Should probably Trinket. I don't know if he can actually. No, Human Racial. Human Racial denied the Trinket does actually just get locked. He just absolutely locked. Shadowy Duel by the rogue. Look at your end this right now. Conan needs whatever he needs to in order to heal. Leaping away, playing very, very defensive. I think he wants to keep the rogue in combat though. Charges him. Is this enough though? Does he have the damage? Big roar. Maybe let the bleeds rot down the rogue. Not letting the rogue catch him breathing behind the pillar. Gouge does stop him. Zerk is available. Has himself a big defensive, but just can't go for a lot of healing. He needs to find a way to catch up to the rogue right now. Next kidney shot could be very, very deadly though. I don't know how he'll find him. Second wind is helping you a ton though. The rogue leaving you out alive, I guess with second wind ticking, the rogue is going to want to go for a reset himself. Another first aid. This rogue is really maximizing that healing to equal out the playfield a little bit because right now he's a bit behind. Stun before he can catch a proper reset. I actually feel like the rogue was mid-animation to stealth, but I do hate how finicky stealth has gotten over the last 2 expansions. I always felt like previous expansion stealth was like, especially vanish too, right? It's the worst when you vanish and you get found instantly as soon as you press the vanish button, because that has happened to me and too many other rogues too many times now. Evasion for the rogue. Next stun though could be the end of him. Cloak of Shadows just to get himself an extra layer of cover. And if he is Deathstalker, actually I think Cloak of Shadows does provide him more physical damage reduction, so it's like not a bad defensive against physical damage. Conan I think just has you in the sights. One execute. And it's over. No trinket. Rogue trying to see if he can make a play. 6 seconds until his vanish is back up and available. So he's just trying to see if he can buy himself a bit of time. So vanish is back up. So at least he can maybe use that vanish in order to possibly escape Conan. No eyes are available on either side of the arena. So for the rogue, it's an easy reset. He's trying to see if he can catch up as much food as possible. And as long as Conan stays mounted, I don't think he's going to be able to let him. Picking up the eye, the rogue is kind of pressured. He used to go in. Kidney shot immediately into Conan. Flagellation, do you have the go right now? This is where you need everything. You have a vanish to escape. I think it's just lights for Conan. I think there's nothing you can do. Picking up health last second. Hold on. Stun onto the rogue. Trink inside of it immediately. Trying to see if he can live. Reflect for the shadow damage, but it's just not enough. And doesn't have taken it. With Bing, Bonk, Boink. Gonna be up next. How's it going down? What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. I'm having a fantastic time, dude. Don't watch it fade away. Absolutely, just look at the heals. Definitely pick up bandages, boys. The heals for rogues are just nuts. I do need my bandages. Definitely buy some, man. Stop by the local auction house and get some of those whenever you can. Get a shot onto Boing. I don't know if Fade Away's got enough here to really do much. He's got a bit of damage onto Boing, but it's just a lot. Stormbolt around the corner should be able to get a charge as long as you keep the rogue bled up. That's going to be huge. No Zerkers available anymore. And that was a pure great gouge by the rogue, though. That is something that rogues, I feel like, gouging a warrior with Zerkers, that's sometimes tough to do, especially if the warrior just holds it until gouges specifically. But if you can land it, oh, it's just an extra escape. It is just, it's kind of busted when you think about it, right? Kind of busted. Normally it's a perfect counter, but warriors, it's not uncommon for them to Zerkers a sap. Not uncommon at all. What's up, Chris? How you doing, my man? American server? Yes, today is US server. Yeah, Friday is when we usually do these duels on EU, but Saturday is for my NA homies. And Boeing not going, actually no, that he did Zerkers. I think he was maybe expecting for a sap around the corner. As the rogue goes in for a full go evasion up, does get hit with the disarm either way though. Did he not the evasion to disarm? Or did he like evasion after a disarm? Cloak of Shadows to get his weapons back really quickly. Boing, leap it away, going the distance, but he's just not in a position to really catch back up to the rogue. As he's just sitting down for even more food. Having a mage in the team, he's really maximizing those mana buns, dude. Mana bun maxing over here. As another sap comes out, eyes are available for either side. Boing does not have to worry about him having to heal because the second win, but for fade away, just trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset behind the pillar while waiting for his cooldowns to come back up. He's got Vanish, he's got a Trinket, he's got something to work with. Getting caught out in stealth is a little unfortunate. At least able to get some doubts on the Boing. If Boing goes in for a full stun, kidney shot, it's going to be a Trinket. Reverse it, a Trinket out for fade as it is a Colossus Smash hitting him. He should be blood up. Vanish only helps you a little. It gives you a bit of shielding, but you should be taking... Yeah, there goes. First aid while you're bleeding. That's just going to knock the bandages out of your hand. For fade away, unless you can somehow escape, stun, Shadowy Duel, but the warrior does take it. Warrior does take it. That was well done, man. The blades, I felt like for Arms Warrior is what's really going to help equalize that match completely. Fairlin trying to see if he can start off with a Vanish. Lances immediately. Was that Lance? Or was it just like that? What was that range? I felt like, unless maybe my camera angle was a little off, that felt like that was a kind of a long one. That thing went the distance. I like the set, by the way. That looks fantastic. Just Boing chilling back behind the pillar, just trying to see if he can get himself a bit of that recovery versus a mage. He basically, I think, just needs to start off and try to see if he can close the gap while mounted, and then save all these charges as well as a leap after he gets in melee with a mage. Reflect, trying to see if he can just waddle to him, perfectly able to Colossus Smash, allows him to at least get a proper opener, charge immediately, have himself an interrupt for the polymorph, knock back again, second charge is up. Is there no altar? No altar. Doesn't have to worry about an altar, he can just do some damage. Maybe a leap, there goes a leap, fear to follow. Fairlin does shrink it out of it. Bladestorm can't do much, unless you have a shatter. I think it's just you waiting. You're waiting. And you need to do basically the same thing again. You need to find a way to close the gap without being CC'd off the bat. Reflect is fantastic for it. But then you need to use those charges and a leap in order to close the gap again. And you are Colossus, so I haven't even seen you use the ability to demolish too. That's even Reflect for the breath, but not for the poly. I don't even know what it was able to like connect on you. No Trinket available this time around. Parry in between of it though, so it gives him a perfect lockdown. He's still going to take a ton of damage, but at least he's able to reduce a huge portion of it. This is a great situation for him to be in. Got himself a charge, potentially big damage. One execute, that's all he needs. As soon as he knows the other guy doesn't have a block, he can just go for it. Is it Demoniac or is it Pearl? Oh yeah, it is our paladin friend. Okay, so Kargas hopped on. He was like, yo, sorry, I did not mean to be not red. He meant to be red for this. So he got some holy paladin gameplay. We did have him go last, so the dampen is pretty high, but we're just gonna play it out, right? Second one is a beta by existence. Honestly, dude, honestly, it is a thing that allows warriors, at least in 1v1s, to like compete. And if you can just escape for a second, you know, the second win was even more egregious. Oh, the Bob, he just cycled it through. Second win, I'll tell you, was so egregious back in Shadowlands because you had that big Necrolord shield you could build up, right? And while the absorb holds, you're technically not taking damage to your health bar. You're still getting hit by abilities, but you're not taking damage to your health bar. So you would just not use Necrolord at the very beginning. You would just go into combat, and then when you need to leap away, back away, stun him, leap, Necrolord shield, and then you would be able to get a guaranteed recovery. Full reheal. It's like a lay on hands just over like 8 seconds or something. It was wild how good it was. Pearl getting sunned up. I really don't know if Pearl can maybe pick up some crazy holy power damage. I doubt it, right? Highly doubt it. Another blood DK can actually do really good damage. I had it last week too. I think it was on the EU as well. I need to still find that clip because we had a blood DK absolutely like chop away at the warrior. Yeah, I don't know if a holy pally could actually do that though. I don't think they have good damage, but not that good of damage. You know what I mean? Oh man. Next. I'm just letting him play it out, honestly. I'm letting him play it out. Hey, I think buying is probably, yeah, there's just not much. Yeah, he didn't mean to queue as a holy pally either. Might as well let him play it out, right? Alright, Demoniac. There's absolutely no shot you could lose this, yeah? Quick. Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay, I like the switch up. I like the switch up. Alright. Not bad at all. I like the OG set though too. Look at that thing. And then you got the white armor. I really wish there was more like a dragon armor color scheme that matches Bloodfang set, because it does not, man. Even if you go like full red scales, red armor, it just does not match. I wish there was like more variations. Or if you could just choose your color, right? Choose like the base color and then the accent color and give you like a big color palette. That would have been awesome. That would have been great. Full fledged. I mean, I don't know if there's anything Pearl could do to live this, right? This wall, that might help a little. For Demonic, it should just be like, no wall, no bubble, no nothing. Lay on hands, okay. I forgot about lay on hands. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Hopefully this will be the last time we see healers in these. You know what I mean? Tanks, we've seen tanks actually get some kills. Proper kills. But like healers, whole nother story. Let's get another one going. And we'll just make sure that our red pally goes red, not only the star red. Kargath as well as Chicago. Let me know when the boys are ready. We'll get another one queuing. Yeah. These started off really good though, man. Them rogues, dude. They're running amok. Like, it was a little bit like all the rogues that I knew at the very beginning of the patch. It's like, okay, well, something's gonna nerf, so it's gonna be sad boy hours, man. It's not gonna be fun. But yeah, it looks like rogues are actually not that bad. At least sub in particular. Still very, very strong. In a match, Kargath, Chicago 5. We'll do a hook point. I like hook point. I crashed. All good. I'm flagging all expeditions when you die. All good, all good, all good. We'll give you a second, my guy. Hello, what's up, MP? How do you man? Ego to play H Pally is crazy. I can just give it a proper shot, man. That's all. I'm pretty sure that's all he's doing. Queue another? Yeah, we're queuing. Man Arms Warriors Necrolord with the rest of Druid 2s. Yeah, dude, Splashcraft. You know, out of all the things we've gotten from Shadowlands, I feel like some of the talents the classes have gotten were pretty good. And out of all the different like Covenant abilities, I would have loved to get Dora Shadows. I feel like that one you probably could add in the game without being too egregious. Flashcut would have been egregious. Kyrian Vial technically became a talent for warriors, but on a 3-minute cooldown, so it's not worth using at all. What was the other one? Fae? I think people would have loved to see Fae form come back, like that teleport thing. At least in PvE content, I know everybody that played Caster back then loved it. It was actually, they really enjoyed it. But I would have loved Dora Shadows to come back. That was awesome. I felt like on a classic of Priest, it was dope. You know what I mean? A quick teleport. Because it got like vampiric essence about it. I feel like Priest, if they could go like more, or at the very least, imagine if like Blood DK or Death Knights that are Sunland could port like that, right? Because it's got this whole sanguine vampire aesthetic to it. You know what I mean? I think it would have been dope. I think that would have been awesome. Here we go. Soul Shape was cool. Yeah, a lot of people like Soul Shape because of the mobility. It was just really good. It was a really good button. But I, in particular, would have liked that Venti one specifically. Want to play it, but I gotta have to be patient. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Calculated that to save crafted weapon and crafted boots and arms warrior is gonna take almost 2 weeks. Man, yeah, that's rough. Wait, do you need a different weapon to play arms? Could you use the Fury Web weapon for arms, or is it like wrong stats? Is it that bad? Just the XX played SL, better BFA, better than Legion, better than Warfare, better Dragonflight. Wait, why do you mean? Those are fun classes that I care about story. Legion to be put in mid like that? My heart, man. That's my favorite expansion. My all-time favorite. SL being that high is also controversial. I will say that. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Like, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's a take, and I want you to have it. I want you to be able to, like, express it. I just, literally just, I'd rather you voice it than not have the ability to voice it. But it is a controversial take. I will say that. Twitch. Then again, fun classes. have you played Back in Mop? Because the class design Back in Mop was pretty awesome. You know what I mean? But maybe because it's been a while ago since people played Mop, but the class design Back in Mop was pretty dope. At least I remember good parts about it. Maybe it's like roasting the glasses, but who knows, right? Zen gonna be up versus Conan. Got himself attempted opener, but immediate human Rachel out of Conan just to make sure he can get a proper ramp up here for Zen. Could be pretty bad spot right now. Bladestorm, Blades, that's a lot of damage. Not burning a defensive evasion, a little late, but he gets stun shocked right after into a trick. Advantage follow. And I feel like that might have been a situation where maybe just a cloak because the blades that just fade away would have been perfect. Got himself a bit of that first aid. I'm glad that you guys are utilizing first aid. Definitely use all the tools that are available in Arena. Hey, Blizzard lets you use it in Arena. You might as well use it. All of it is on the table. Conan get himself another go. What are you reflected versus heroic? Is that it's gotta be weapon enchant, right? Zen is just locked down, can't really do much, and never even get to use their cooldowns. That is so unfortunate. That is a rough with Pearl. This time not as a holy threat, but honestly with Ransom's how much they can heal for, especially the Herald of the Sun, might as well be a holy paladin. Honestly, might just be a holy paladin. Got him to reflect, not reflecting the stun back at Pearl just yet. Reflected something. Yeah, but it's so weird to have a warrior reflect someone against a rogue. I'm just not used to it. Shield advantage for Pearl. Conan just gotta find a way to live. With the Dawn Light running on him, he won't really be able to ever catch himself a proper like breather for a second when healing. That is the biggest advantage of a Pearl with being a Herald of some paladin versus Conan. He needs to get that second wind healing, but he can't with a constant perma dot, or almost like a perma dot that just does all the damage in the world. My God, it is a tough one for sure. Oh, with the shoulders, I like that set a lot. Wait, oh my God, he just came in, did some damage, sees Bop, leaps away. Welcome to the warrior gameplay, boys. You walk in, see a wall, walk away. What you can do about it. Got himself a bit of parry. Pearl looking to escape, does get intercepted, stunned to reverse it back into Boeing. As the wall falls off, goes up for a trick and feared to follow, but he's already dotted and rotted. He won't be able to get himself any second when healing. He's got himself a bit of shielding, but only absorbs a portion of the damage, not full of it. So it's not like he can really catch up that much recovery. While the Dawn Light is on ya. As soon as it's gone, hold on a second. If you can just buy himself some time, reflect maybe it would be helpful. As long as you take damage to the health bar, giving him some recovery. Literally all you gotta do is run at that point. Literally, the warrior swap is like, whatever. Yeah, exactly. As a full sharper blade is out for Bonk, got himself a proper demolish, potentially big damage. This could give him the ramp up he needs. Full burst available. Pearl, is he not playing Wake of Ashes Wings? Is it like Crusader Wings? I think he's actually playing Crusade Wings. I don't think he's a Wake Up, or is he? I can't tell. I actually cannot tell. It doesn't look like he got wings from Wake of Ashes. Unless it was just a random proc. I'm not even sure anymore. It's so short lasting. I actually think it was just a random proc, wasn't it? Now I'm starting to think it was just a random proc. I'm not even sure. It's been so long since seen Paladin press wings like normally. It's just so Wake of Ashes heavy right now. As there's a bubble out for Pearl. No more defenses, but Boinky doesn't have a lot to really live off of with a full wake. It's just done. It's just lights. I don't know how Warrior can win in that matchup whatsoever. Against a Paladin where you can just lay in hands. Bob, I think he's still holding on to laying hands too, so might just have it ready for Chicago. But I really don't know. Previously, you would have Warriors and Paladins duel each other, and it was kind of as close to even as it can be, but I don't think there's a possibility to make it even. As Chicago got himself full burst versus Pearl, trying to see if you can ramp up, trying to go for Repent, will not be able to go for proper Repent. Shield advantage just to survive, wall to follow as well, able to blast out damage into that shield. It doesn't really do as much damage when pops. Layer in hands last second, and Chicago is taking hits after hits. This is going to be just full dot gameplay for Pearl. Getting hit by Tempest back to back, that is a lot of damage he can't afford to be taken constantly. For Chicago, he just needs more Tempest procs and they'll be in a great spot. Got himself that voltaic burst, maybe a big lightning bolt around the corner, almost enough to take down Pearl. He's barely alive, barely hanging in. Just trying to see if he can buy himself as much time as possible. Next stun, Wake of Ashes might be useful. Stun, drink it, lasso before he can have a go. And Chicago goes in with a Storm Strike to take you out. That is rough, man. That is rough. So doing a Pally, I just go play Pally yourself. Yeah, honestly, in a 1v1 against a Paladin, I really don't know what a Warrior can do. I think at that point, maybe equalizing the equalizing the field might honestly be, like, if you're really trying to go for the wins, might honestly be the only answer. I feel like some classes sometimes like a super hard counter, and I feel like I've never seen Paladin and Warrior be a harder counter than ever. You know what I mean? Well, when's the last time it's been this one-sided? Besides, I feel like every expansion of any class versus a rogue. You know what I mean? It's a rogue. Last one by Chicago. Able to lock down fairly, no blink or anything for this one. Sunder to follow. Do you have a stun? No stun totem. Doesn't have that combo. If you can pre-plan it ahead or move the totem last second, that also could be a play, right? Put it behind the pillar, place it on him last second, and hope that totem reapplies in the same spot right after. Try to zap out Fairlane from a distance, as Fairlane is the one having to back up out of there. Chicago's the melee class, and they get in so much range damage. Icebug by Fairlane, as they did have a touch of the magic on Chicago, but playing a more defensive than anything right now. That's all he has to really do in this situation. And for Chicago, I don't really know if, like, I think it's just like, if you keep the same pressure, I think could probably sweep. He's got fadeaway to fight against a Smog. That'll be a tough one. Both of them are a hard matchup to face up against. First age, Fairlane, as long as you have a dot on you can't really... That's the hardest part about trying to get a bandage off in duels, is if you have a dot on you, it's over. Sunder? Almost. Almost. Big Tempest into a Voltaic. Got a little bit of damage. Do the wolves just... the wolves is enough? I think they were just at 12s. Nova, they just ignore it. That is hilarious. Evocation, it's over. It's over. It's over. With Chicago, you should have a lot of Maelstrom banked up and ready, and Smog immediately running at you with a Shroud. Unless you can remove the Shroud little by little, Sleepwalk can't really stop it. Does try to go for a full go. With a big deep breath, blocking out Chicago, does have a big wall for this burst. That is a full mastery burst and everything out for Smog. He's got all of it into a full ascendance, but Chicago forces Smog to back up out for a second. He cannot get interrupted for a moment. So for Chicago, it's a bit of a live angle right now. He just gotta live. Smog able to get a lot of recovery with the Renewal Blades. 35% dampening does reduce it by quite a bit, but it's still able to stabilize and keep up. Big Tempest does get a kick. Smog goes in for a bit of that self-heal. Still got a little bit of that mastery burning for a second there into a root, as is going to be a lasso onto the dragon. Question is, how do you live this now? You got a bit of healing. Root around the corner, not helping. Big Tempest zapping you out. Can you live? Is there a win condition? I think if he oppressive roar, deep breath on Chicago, it doesn't matter. The Tempest just is a game changer. Tempest is an absolute game changer, man. Root onto fadeaway immediately off of a Shadow Strike. Give Chicago a chance to breathe and zap out Fade from that Maelstrom from fighting Smog. You just need more Tempest procs. That's all you need. Kidney shot? Kind of lagging. Not in a great spot to be in. The Rogue just trying to have a proper go. Knocking the Rogue last second. Maybe it'll do something. Deep. Might have to go underground. Deep underground. Cloak of Shadows for fadeaway. Taking lots of damage. That Tempest. That would have been so good, but a Cloak of Shadows was up when it was. Fadeaway does have an evasion. Could use that evasion actually, because he's a Deathstalker. There is a talent that allows evasion to actually give you some damage benefits from physical damage, or rather, evasion grants you magic damage reduction, while Cloak grants you some physical damage reduction. So you could use an evasion just against Tempest too, like an extra layer of defense. Chicago trying to see if you can root down the Rogue. I don't know if you can move the totem. The Rogue does sweep with a kidney shot. You have a knock, but he has a step immediately ready for it, expects it. As long as you expect it, there's not much you can really do. Full lockdown. Chicago's sitting at about half his health. Wall is going to help stabilize. Eventually, the Rogue is down on cooldowns. Evasion's up for his fade. So it kind of denies you some of that Wind Fury damage. Storm Strike damage, blind to follow, just trying not to let you get any recovery. Trinket is a choice, could give Fade a chance to potentially make something happen here. Ascend is up, used to see if he can send the Rogue to heaven. As he got himself Smoke Bomb, trying to buy himself a bit of time until Kidney Shot is back up and everything is available. Waiting for the yards, does get himself a kidney, but a defensive kidney more than anything isn't enough though. It's not enough, not yet. Chicago needs to find a way to root the Rogue out in the open. Does root him, caught a re-stealth either way though. You should know the Rogue is there. Into a sap, I mean, it just perfectly knows exactly where the Rogue is at this point, right? Perfectly knows exactly where the guy is at. No more Trinket for Chicago. No Trinket for the Rogue either, but he's got cooldowns, so that is terrifying. The fact that Rogue isn't dead and he's got cooldowns means there's always a chance. Shadow Blades, Flagellation, everything available. Best Chicago can do is maybe lasso the Rogue's opener if he goes in with the Shadow Strike. That's about all you can do. Immediate lasso, or if you can knock him out with a Root Totem. That's about all. That's about all. You have Burrow. I don't know. If the Rogue got everything lined up perfectly, it's brutal. It is brutal. Does get a lasso. That's about all you can do. Because Rogue needs to get the Shadow Strike to apply the mark. Cloak Shot is available for the Rogue. That's a Burrow. Rogue is in for Cloak with damage. That is not great. Into a stock up Sunder. Hold on a second. Knocking the Rogue back. It gives you no chance to breathe. The rogue's opener was scuffed. Not much you can do in that situation. Vanish to get away from puppies. If you are flame shocked, however, this should give Chicago maybe a chance to find you. You're not flame shocked, are you? No, you ain't. We see you there. We see those little toesies. Yeah, so Chicago is still in a rough spot. Trick coming up sometime sooner though. Shadow Strike had to be done. Because if you go with a cheap shot, you're losing out on time. You need to get a Shadow Strike, get yourself a setup, then go for a kidney shot, then go for a full-on go. But that means you put yourself out in the open, potentially will get hit by a lasso, unless you're like pre-cloaked or something. And that would be rough. Eyes picked up, no sap, kidney shot, trinket out Chicago immediately, trinket for the rogue, got himself the big damage, potentially full ascent, everything is up, the rogue with a cloak, evasion's up, still physical damage goes right through, even if you evasion out on the run enough, it stops it, wolves are on you as long as they get a bite on you. Shadow meld. Do you have a dot though? No you don't. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What am I supposed to do? That is a good question. What are you supposed to do as a rogue? Yeah. Technically, Rogue does have damage, does have burst, right? Shadow Blade's coming up very, very soon. The fact that you're so low on health though, does make it a little sketch though. Does make it very, very sketch. I don't know. I actually don't know. I think... Yeah, perfect. This actually might be it. Shadow Strike into full kidney. That might be the play. Full burst available. Everything is up. I think at some point you just have to commit. I don't really know what else you can do as a rogue, but it's just like... Just the health. Yeah, that is rough. Chicago with 4. That was a tough one. I want to... I feel like as a rogue, there is a win condition of just bursting down the shaman, but everything needs to be up and you have to have enough crit and just commit. Just full on commit. That's all you got. That is tough though. Not saying it's easy. It is tough. You need to make sure everything is perfectly lines up and perfectly locked down. Literally anything you can do. I think it's a health angle. I think if you have enough health just to live long enough so you can just keep Shadow Strike and keep pumping. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Lagging so bad. That is true. Let's get another one going, boys. Get another one going, though. Not saying it's easy, but like that. I think that's like your only win strategy, your only way out of it. But I think it is your best strategy, and I think it's in most cases. I think that is how you get the win. Call it there for me. All right, so Chicago got to call it. Hopefully they can transfer the group to Boris, maybe because Hockey wants to join in. +1 if needed. Hockey and Kevin Landers wants to both join in, so we can get him in. Hockey was moving first. Got a spot for you, friend, which is perfect. So Chicago's bouncing. Had a play for every opener. Yeah, yeah. The lasso is brutal. That blaster is brutal. I feel like if they change it so that you could get the death mark on the target, that's a lot of rogues and that's a lot of class variety for the day is amazing. Yeah, I'll make demoniac lead. I'll make my man lead. Where are you? You're right here. I see you. Hey. Oh, you're switching up the marks? Hold on a second. I like that set. That's a good set. I'll make a lead if you don't mind. You've done these groups a couple of times. Kargath, let me know if you're ready or if you need more bodies. And then we can help you fill. That's a red pally? Okay. Wait, Kargath is a red pally then. Crap. Okay, so let me just remake that other group because our red pally was the lead for that group. We'll do 5V5 1V1 DUELS. If you guys were in the other group, not Chicago's, join back up. We'll list it back up on the molten core. We'll remake that group real quickly. And got a spot, my man's. There we go. He made me lead. Wait, you guys got 5? Okay. Who in your group has me added on real ID? Because I just need to have one of you guys added on real ID and I can queue you. Because then we're good. No, the rest of my graphics card busted every time I pop a set. I'm afraid it's going to the toilet. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, a set's so good it absolutely just causes your PC to have a meltdown. That is wild. You know what I mean? That is wild. Think I added him. Does anybody in your group have me added? Otherwise add me, Dalaran #1340, and then let me know who you are on BNet too. And then I can group up with you. Damn, what happened? Yeah, Join one. Hell yeah. Wait, is Kevin in your group? Is Kevin Landers in your group? Because if Kevin, I can just have Kevin lead. Yeah, if Baby Drake is in your group, I can just have him added. Send a friend real quick. Which one are you? Because this is what I see. Which one are you? Kalismic, Mer, Four, Borg, Johnny Boy. I like Johnny Boy. Filled again? Just filled, yeah. Just filled. Try cold. Is it my BNet then? Let me double check. I don't see ya. Okay. What we could also do is if you pass lead to what's Kevin's character name? Pass lead to Baby Drake, because I have Baby Drake added, and we could just have him do the lead stuff and we could play. That could be quicker because I don't see you on my BNet for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, but my BNet has also been doing some weird stuff recently, and with Blizz trying to like fix some of the random world lag and guild announcement stuff. It's been weird. So yeah, just pass lead to Baby Drake, and we will, yeah, we'll queue it like that. Let me know. I'll let Kevin know. Let me know if you get lead. I will queue you as lead. Are you with your team through you? Yeah. Mario Open is me. Oh yeah, should I add you then? Hold on. I can add you here. There we go, my man. Yeah, I'm not seeing Tricode unless I already have you added. Hold on, do I? It'll show up. Tricode. I have Tricky Owl, but not Tricode, no. Oh, there we go. Now I see it. Cool, that works too. Nice. Okay, let me also give you a note too. Just because I'll be next week looking through my BNet, I'll be like, who the hell is this guy? Because I have like memory of a goldfish when it comes to names. Vortex, Rogue. There we go. That at least like having a note helps. Okay, perfect. Kevin Landers and Boris 5. Do we do another Grand? I think we do another Grand. It's like the most even of a map. I feel like every map has a little bit of like weirdness about it. You know what I mean? Oh, what? Wait, did Hockey get booted? Yeah, that's the best I can do, Hockey. I'll get my guy. Yeah, so Hockey, we'll figure out how to get him in the team after this, yeah. Alright, let's get another one going here. Which? Got ourselves, I like the name Baby Drake, by the way. I like the name Baby Drake. Ooh, the set? Hold on a second. You are Dractheo, right? Look at the horns, man. That's just it's a horns on top of horns. The shoulder horns, the helmet horns, and the normal horns. What a set. Got ourselves Fairlin first up versus Azen. Man's got himself a full-on. I like this alliance set. Hold on a second. Oh man, hold on a second. This man cooked with that set. Massive hammer dropping down Fairlin. Does have an ultra for this one. Just having to respond to the aggression of a Red Pally instantly. Lockdown on stun. Ice block while ultra is up. You know what? That would have been tragic if you, let's say, pressed no block and you died before ultra could go off. That would have been tragic. So honestly, may not be the worst move. That was a tough one. With how much birds the Pally started off with, that is rough. Not gonna lie, Fairly at least got himself Ice Form, no stun available, but a massive hammer still gonna be rocking a Hellburn, no block available unless you go for a proper stun. Dude, ASUS just not giving you a chance to catch a breather, knocking it back, but he's just knocking you into a grave. Lord, dude, the pally damage. This man's got the full block too. It looks so good, by the way. I always like this plate set, not even a warrior set. The plate set from the Eliza Storm and Guard set, or Warfront set rather. I always thought that one looked excellent. Just an immaculate set. With Fadeaway going to be getting the opener versus Aizen. Got himself a human racial coming up very soon. Only able to wall this damage off. Might be looking at a bow potentially here. Wings random proc should at least give you some healing. While he's got a random wings proc, he really wants to catch up to the rogue, get some damage in. Hit him with something, or at least try to. It's going to be a Shadow Strike, stun onto the rogue. Might put Aizen in a bad spot here with a trinket, big hammer onto the rogue. Cloak of Shadows to follow up. There goes the bubble. There goes the bubble. Oh, what is this? Just ignoring the Cloak of Shadows? Hey, man, just what is this? Not wait. You just tried to blind him? I think I might have tried to blind him thinking the bubble was going to fall off. Honestly, I also thought blind would have fallen, well, bubble would have fallen off too there. That lasted a little longer than I expected to. That was a lot of damage. What a turnaround. Normally when you get jumped by a rogue, you don't really get much of a way to like respond. Normally it's really up to the rogues. Like the ball is in his court completely. You just gotta wait for him to potentially be able to turn around on you at some point, right? They gotta figure something out. But he's got himself a bit of that Wake of Ashes cleaving things. Will not be able to find the rogue instantly here. That is a rough, man. That is legitimately just rough. As Aizen trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. Love the mount too. That thing, I still gotta go back and get it. That thing was pretty expensive back in the day though. Isn't it almost a mil gold? If it's only 600k, I might actually be able to get it. Because we're still rating Anima Consumes. Fadeaway, just trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset here. Aizen only has a bob. But it still is a lot. That hammer, need a stun? Wait, there's just nothing you can do there. I honestly thought you would live. I honestly thought you would be okay. I honestly thought you'd be okay. I actually thought you'd be fine. It was like 70% health. Normally it's fine. Why is he getting flagged up? That is BM. I honestly thought he'd be okay. Am I the only one who thought that the rogue was going to be able to live that go? Aizen just came in and dropped the hammer on this guy in the most physical, metaphysical, literal, philosophical way. Literally dropped the hammer on him in the most philosophical way possible. Full wreck onto Smog. Got himself a bit of damage. Smog getting blasted. He's got himself immunity to CC, but not immunity to death itself. Trying to go for a deep breath. Apparently doesn't even connect. What is happening? Big disintegrates though. Able to get away from Aizen. Spell Warden to keep himself alive and floated. Got himself a bit of that hand of freedom. Smog got full burst, everything available. Looking for a bit of that recovery. Aizen also looking for recovery. Could get locked down. Massive hammer. Stun to follow up. He's just not in a great spot. I think it might be lights for Aizen. He does have lay, I think. He might have lay on hands. Sleep, it's okay. Not the worst. Breath is going to do a bit of damage though. Bit of that damage. Wake of Ashes right after. Blue to go for dam with a wall right after. Cannot get interrupted for a second. Aizen, lay on hands. Do you have it? He has it. Last second. Does give himself a little bit of that health recovery. Living Flame. Massive hammer into Smog. Looking for the recovery. He just needs a breather. Sleepwalk right after. No interrupts out of Aizen, which is perfect for the dragon. He still got damage. He got rooted. No hand of freedom. It looks like Smog maybe could recover a little, but no matter. He has to just walk around the corner and just try to see if he could chip away. Big deep breath. Locking him down. Disintegrate might be enough here. Shield of Vengeance, his last ditch effort. Got him some wings. I don't know if he can close the gap for a big hammer with a stun. Smog got nothing. No pre-renewal or anything like this. This is where the Pally either wins and takes the win, or yeah, he does take the win. Them hammers though. Them hammers though. That is so much damn! In a full garrote onto the rogue. He got nothing though. I don't know what Aizen can do in this situation. Yeah. That was a lot. That was a lot. Full stun onto Zin. He could cloak out Shadows all those bleeds off. May actually want to think about doing that. That is a bar skin out for Bob though. But he's gonna, I think, just bleed out the rogue. Stun, everything available. Yeah, cloak to remove the bleeds and then get out of there. That's full dots onto Bob though. Vanish Cloak, so at least you get himself a proper reset. Bob, if you can catch him out of bear form, that could be massive. You do have bleeds rolling on him. You just got to kind of ramp it up a little bit. Kingsbane, and not being able to ramp up big Kingsbane, that is rough as a rogue. That is rough. Because you really need to like really get those dagger strikes in, really apply the poisons while Kingsbane is up in order to really have it grow in full value. Sap, which is huge for Zen. This could be something to work with. Evasion could give you potentially a go. Wall out of Bob. I think this is where you back away, right? I think this is where you back up out of the Haymaker while in cat form into a full-on main to lock you down. Is that not a stun DR? I thought it would be stun DR. Got himself evasion, but the bleed's already in. Bob is also bled up quite a bit. For Zen, he needs to get another lockdown onto Bob. That's a full bleed, potentially. I think was able to evasion the Bob under a ton of pressure. Hold on. Might be in a bit of a bad spot. Got bashed for a second in a super DR. Zen with a blind. If you go for a kidney and there's no DR, I think you just win this. Just got to keep the feral out in the open. If you go for a kidney, even in bear form, I think you still win. I think you still win. Do you have enough comp points? There it is. I think it's over. I think it's over. Unless you just bleed up yourself. I think unless you just bleed yourself. Cheat. He has a cheat death as a talent. He has cheat death as a talent. But the game decided nope. Why? Wait, so one rogue got flagged and the other got knelt down and prayed for. Big Mike over here. Preferential treatment for these rogues, man. I also love the wave animation of undeads. I think it looks so awesome. He just like super excited. You know what I mean? As Bong versus Baby Drake. Arms versus arms. Disarmed by Bong. Has he got himself avatar? Is he slowed or just RP walking? Just RP walking. Parry for parry. Maybe he can just press overpower against one another, but he's just perfectly fine. Perfectly okay. Leaping away for just a second as he charges back in. There goes his Blaze-Storm, trying to see if he can ramp up his own damage. Bong playing out the Slayer this time while Baby Drake is the Colossus. So it's not that much difference. Central Stun Trinket is available. Baby Bong might actually maybe win though. Baby Drake taking it last second. Do you give him a chance as a second win opportunity? Nobody's rushing him, so maybe. Giving this man a proper chance to survive this dude. Maybe possibly. Feral backpedaled. I mean, the Feral almost won too, right? Fair enough, right? Yeah. Conan, I think he's trying to give this man an auto duel here. I was gonna say, do you have second wind or is it just your health coming back up really slowly? Also, what is this mace? Is this from season 1 of DF? It's gotta be, right? It's got like that look about it. Conan charges in. Full trinket. Avatar and everything available. Baby Drake kind of behind on any defenses. Getting locked down with a stun. Got himself a Warbreaker, but not a lot to really live right now. Unless he can leap away and get away from Conan for just a second until parry is up. Trying to go for stuns of his own. Demolish right after. Is going to reduce some of the damage Conan does to him. Needs to wait for parry, but Conan just charges in. Shoulder checks him. Taking him out. 3 for Aza, by the way. That paladin damage. I don't understand it. I honestly thought the rogue was going to live that. Like, at 70% health, I was like, okay, it's a stun, but you'll probably live with not a lot of health, but at least enough to escape and make a play. No, 70-0. Just like that. That is rough, man. That is rough. Lord. Holy. What is this? You and hockey go back and forth? What is this? What is happening? We'll get hockey in on one of these groups. Yeah, Kevin as well as Boris, let me know if you guys need more bodies. We'll try to see if we can get a hockey in on these, yeah? What are these boys? These whispers, man. These whispers. Oh no. DMs got leaked. Kevin, need one? Got a spot for you. I got a guy. Yeah, perfect. I got hockey in on this. Battle hits like a truck. Dude, yeah, with a hammer, it is huge. It is massive. So Baby Jake got to toss me an invite, and I'll get hockey invited here too. We actually need 2. Actually, we do need 2. Yeah, we'll list my group. If you guys want to join, more than welcome to. I'll unlist this from custom. I'll relist this in Molten Core. Just because custom, it's so weird. Okay, I can do that, and I'll do hockey. And that'll work. We make a raid, we get hockey, and that'll be perfect. Yeah. Hockey, there we go. I'd send a, what is it? To Lolana? Declines my group invitation. Okay. So we'll just list it back up then. I'm Duels. If you guys want to join, I'm more than welcome to. Got a spot. One guy left, he's going on the character. Void. Okay. That could work. Bop, bop, bop. That works out then. We got a group then. Perfect. Boris, let me know when you're good to go, and we'll get another one going, man. Join my ult. I like it. Destruction. Kind of like that set. That orange for the orange. Very orange. Except for the hair. That looks good. I don't know why I like that set so much. That looks great. Boris. Ready. Beautiful. Baby. I almost remove, because I'm so used to just like going to myself and leave party. So my brain was just like, which one do I do first? I used to do this a lot over on EU. I would get like no sleep. And then I would have like, what's his name? Grifka lead for a group. And then I keep kicking him and I'm like, just not really processing in my brain. Like, wait, did I kick you? So he thought I hated the guy. He thought I had it out for him. And I was like, dude, like, I complain about the way they play Rogue because you play super scummy. Like, I'm not going to hide my feelings on it. Because it's like, he generally will go for an opener, wait 2 minutes until all cooldowns are available, then go back in the opener, and then wait again. It's like super cheese. You know what I mean? So it's like you watch hours of that, and you just like go wild in your brain, dude. I can't help but complain about it. Anyway, when I would get like no sleep whatsoever, because it was like a huge, I would just keep kicking him out whenever trying to make him lead. I'm just like not realizing in my brain what I keep doing. He thought I actually hated him. I was like, no, I can't beat delegations anymore, but no, I don't actually hate you. I'll send you guys to Blackrock Hold. You guys need to go in jail. Blackrock Hold jail. Get in there. Thanks a mod compliment. I like it, man. Play send me on my rogue and a deal on Hodge. Dude, yeah, that Hodge I actually was surprised by. Honestly, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that Hodge. 70-0. That is brutal. That is brutal. Like, as a rogue main, that is brutal. I can't agree with that one, Blizz. Blizz, I cannot agree with that. Like, I feel like they've been kind of slowing down the game, which is good. Like, you don't want it to be as fast as it was on SL. SL was way too quick for PvP. Not enjoyable. But, like, it slowed down a little where it's like, okay, like, you don't lock down a stun. You can live. Not every class does it, but, like, only a handful of classes can really rock you. Rogue would be the only one, I think, but it's only sub. Because they have like all damaging cooldowns, 0 damage, or maybe even like negative damage outside of cooldown. Still learn Rogue? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Mr. Main, not a good EPS in? I feel that, I feel that. Yeah. Duels, by the way, is a fantastic place to practice, man. Like, you really get a feel for what other classes do and how you deal with it. Pretty fun. Wait. I can tell Rogue's moves coming. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it, Chris. Honestly. Who's up first? Azen descending this man. This wall immediately versus Baby Drake as he got full dragon form this time around. You know, it actually matches the rest of the dragon form, the whole bronze look to it, with the parry, with the shoulders and everything. Parry up versus Azen, trying to see if he can potentially just fight, use the defenses really early. Azen with the shield of vengeance, trying to see if he can wait out until next wake of matches. Massive hammer onto Baby Drake, and Drake goes in for as much self-healing as he can, trying to recover into a stun, has a trigger for it. I think he just has to go super hyper aggressive versus Azen. I don't know if he can break his bubble. They're both just kind of blinking all over the place, by the way. Big demolish. Azen almost got so low. Both of them blinking everywhere like Super Saiyans. I could barely keep up with any of them. I saw the demolish out of the dragon. Honestly, if you landed a fat crit with a demolish, Azen might have just died there. Not even kidding. I think there's an opportunity where he might have died. And Void is at least giving this guy like a chance here. He's not rushing him. He's letting him get a proper heal. So Azen, if you got mana, heal up. You got this moment to heal. He's giving you literally a chance to like, hey, here's a chance to heal. You want to go out? I can hit you, but like if you want to stay behind and heal, that's fine. Immediate immunity out of Azen. Got the hammer with a stun onto Void. Has a wall immediately for this one. Darkback could potentially use Succubus to walk Azen out. Maybe saving him for a little bit later. Got himself maybe Infernal. If Azen still has a bubble technically, so you got to find a way to break the bubble. Or to force a bubble and then back up out of there immediately. Got himself at least a few ports available. Azen going for the blind. Succubus does catch you with a stun. Overlord could do a lot of damage. Could be a bubble angle for Azen. Does go for the bubble. Void just gotta live. Darkback was used. He's got a little bit of survivability. Port perfectly available. Azen will not have an immunity anymore. He doesn't have Blessing of Spell Warden. And if you could use a Succubus to catch him really quickly, you'd be in a great spot. That hammer does a lot of damage. You just gotta get within 25 yards of you, and that hammer does the numbers. Shield of Vengeance to keep himself alive. Fear, that's going to be the extra pet join in. Double Infernal, everything, trying to get himself a cast. Interrupted on Shadow, on Fire, not interrupted on Shadow. Succubus catching him for a second. Trinket is available. I don't know if you have mobility. Shadow Fury, you have the damage. Just needs a little bit more. Trying to see if you can port the guy, but the hammer though, but the random hammer proc though was enough. That damage though. This is it, by the way. What's up, my guy? That hammer damage, it's just so much. I know Blizzard's been buffing it little by little, but like, this guy's got to be doing something to make the hammer really hit the heart, huh? That is so good. You got Sleepwalk, maybe you can control him for a bit. Azan, though, does not have an out. He doesn't really have a way to break out of the CC. Dodging the deep breath with a hammer back onto Smog, that is brutal. Dodging the deep breath, dodging Smog's proper go, just weaving around it, and then just hammer him in the back of the head, that is brutal. That's a mafia strat right there. What is happening? Shield of Vengeance to keep himself alive. Still gotta lay in hands on the back pocket. The Smog better be very, very careful. He's keeping his distance. If you keep a distance to cut out Azan, this could be the way that you win this, honestly. Eternity Surge, big damage, lane. Does he have lane hands? Oh, I don't know if he had lane hands, actually. He might have used it. Maybe I'm miscalculating here, but that is a rough one. That is rough. That's so much damage with the hammer. Smog, I don't know how you'll live Conan here. Cannot root him or anything. Try to go for a bit of that healing, but lock down the stun with the execute to follow it. Yeah. Deb does not have a lot of longevity. That's the most disadvantageous part about being Evoker. Unless you're a healer, you just don't have a lot of longevity. Og used to have a lot of longevity, but like no one plays it like anymore. Full burst on a Conan did end up using his defenses maybe a little early. Will not have it up during this full Deathmark combo. Kingsbane, everything is available. This is where the Rogue used to just stay on top of Conan as best as possible. You ramp up that Kingsbane, but I don't know if you can really hang in too close. That is an evasion for the Rogue. Conan bleeding out little by little. But that Deathmark and Kingsman just did not do enough damage to put him in that danger zone. And Zin catching him in a full stun. As long as you get the full blades and just back away, just let the dodge do work. That could be huge. Does get himself the Venom. Cheap shot. Is it just enough damage? I think you just put dots on him and leave him be, right? Try to see if you can end this right now. Stunned by Conan. I don't think it's just over for Conan though, unless he's got a heal here. Zin is going to be able to take it with big pong point. That name, I swear. I like how this man's had a different Mog so far every match. This one is my favorite. My buddy Smite runs this Mog all the time. That's my favorite warrior set. It's the tier 3, right? Pretty sure it's tier 3. Unless I'm wrong. Like, this just looked like a full Death Knight set, doesn't it? It looks so good. The fact that this was a warrior set is just like, that was peak. Peak warrior right there. Peak warrior, man. Imagine what warrior sets would have looked like if Death Knights never existed as a class. You would have literally just had, you would have been eating good for expansions. Bladestorm onto Zin. Doesn't have an out, has a cloak with an evasion. You're able to remove the bleeds and fade away for a second. Blind is available. And as long as you can keep Bong dotted up and bleeding out, I think you could just win it just by dots alone. Cheap shot, as long as you put the dots on him. I think cheap shot was maybe a little bit too DR'd into a disarm. As long as you can walk away from the guy. He got a roar on you, so at least that's even more bleeds rolling in. Got himself a shiv. Kidney shot to follow. I think you just need to back away. I think it's lights though. Cheat death with bleeds, it's lights. It is lights. There's not much you can do here. Got a sippy cup smoke bomb, but he's charging past it. Just needs one good hit. That's all he needs. One throw. Not even a throw, just a charge. Just a charge. That's all it took. Hockey up next. What is this? Are you actually going to be running around with a Warglaive of Azeroth? That's not a Mog, right? Or is that a Mog? Hold on, is that a Mog? I thought only Demon Notice could Mog that. Hold on, are you actually running around with a Warglaive of Azeroth offhand? Just for the BM. Just for the flex. What is that? Human racial immediately is just trying to get himself an out here. Disarm onto Boing for a second. Trying to see if he can maybe build up for a bit of damage of his own. Cheap shot. Got himself a proper go. Flagellation. Everything's up. Bladestorm. Not Bladestorm. Parry up with the trinket. As Boing is able to avoid a lot of this damage. Cloak of Shadows and evasion for Hawk. It's a big commit. As he's trying to see if he can back up out of there. As long as he can get a proper lockdown onto the Rogue. With full CDs. Blind. If you can reconnect with a leap. That's a demolish angle, isn't it? I don't know if you can. Keeping him slowed. Bladestorm to keep up with him. That's the shadowy duel for Hockey, but I don't know if he escapes it. Just Bladestormed. That's set. Sounds good looking. 2 for Boeing, 2 for Azen. That is a lot of hammer damage. I still can't get over that. Just, I don't know why it's so surprising. I feel like we've been seeing Pally's hammer a lot, but I've never seen that much damage with a hammer. This guy figured out a strat. I want to see more of it. I want to see more of that hammer strat. What is your secret sauce? I actually want to know. I actually want to know. You can keep it secret if you don't got an answer, but I do want to know. Get someone who isn't going to be over. Baby drinking you more? Okay, we got how did we lose? Pass me lead and I'll get you guys all set up. Beautiful. Zen teleporting all over the place. Was it teleporting for you? Why is Azen? Okay, so Azen is teleporting for you. He's teleporting for me too as a spectator. So I have no idea, honestly. Okay, we got a DH. Yeah, hold on a second. While I'm whispering, answering the DM here real quick. There we go. Alrighty, so this group is set. Let me know when you're ready. Let me know if group is ready. Beautiful. I feel like I'm like just in my DMs right now. Back and forth. Ready? Beautiful. Beautiful. I locked in, I crashed again, the last invoker. Oh, that's what it was, Smog. Yeah, Smog did say early on that he was down for a couple of games. So fair enough. Unless VDH is Smog and he's just gonna ult, which could be the case. Okay, we're set. We're set. I do like seeing more Drakthir, like non-evokers, by the way. I think that's awesome. Let's do Tiger's Peak, I guess. We'll do Tiger's Peak. We'll do Tiger's Peak. Hell yeah. I can go. Yeah, someone is gonna be over. It is a top one though. I guess the Pally. Zen is doing really good though. That the amount of damage Azen does. Oh, Zen, Azen. Okay, I think I confused the two. But the amount of damage Azen does, I'm bad with names, I told you, is insane. I'm like really impressed. No joke, actually just really impressed. But yeah, Zen, for you as a rogue, don't be afraid to just like pop bleeds and then like fade away and just catch a reset. That could be huge. Like if just doing rotting damage while also away from the guy, that could be massive. That could be massive. Cause like leverage those bleeds. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for assassin rogues, right? The fact that you can just do damage without being next to them. And that's how a lot of people have got like some really solid wins out of it. Okay, I don't remember if I'm actually gonna skip this song. Okay. Alrighty, switch. Got ourselves Bob, the big bobber, the big man, going up first versus not Void Hockey instead. Okay. Yeah, whoa. Hold on a second. No. Oh, help. Oh, hold on. He thinks it's the warlock. It's not the warlock. It's not the warlock. Oh no, warlock needs a heal. Hold on a second, Bob. Oh no. That is not who was supposed to be dueling him. That was not who was supposed to be dueling him at all. Yeah, no, that was a misunderstanding. That was a big misunderstanding. All he did is walk up to set up and pop a buff or whatever, and they were just chilling. Bob assumed that that's who he was dueling up against. That is not the guy. Okay, I'll go next 5v5 against Skull Emoji. No, that was definitely not the play. Bob, no. He didn't know. Fair for Bob, he just assumed, but then again, yeah. Yeah, no. The worst part is we don't have a healer on team 1 either. We don't have a healer on team 1, so it's not like we can res him. Because then we can reset. Okay, we just reset it completely. Okay, we go again. We go again. We go again. We go again. Okay. Okay. I'll call out who's going to be dueling first, okay? I'll call out like, hey, my bad, I'll get. It happens once in a while due to duels. Okay, we go again. Boris, Kevin, let me know when you guys are ready. We'll just queue again. We'll just queue again. That was... Shit like that happens, honestly. All right, ready? All right, Boris, let me know when you're ready. We're just going. I will call out if it's we'll do it. We'll still do Tiger Speak, right? We'll do Tiger Speak again. Pretend like it never happened. Do a good first roll. My first good roll. Okay. I guess I could say is, hey, you're dueling a stealthy, I guess, right? Don't attack anybody. You're dueling a stealthy class off the bat. That's about all I can do. But yeah. Yeah, so... I can't stop laughing, bro. That was way too funny. It was unfair. It was unfortunate, right? Boy did not deserve that. Boy definitely did not deserve that. But yeah, just be careful, right? When you see the entire team just chilling at the start, there's a good chance they aren't the ones playing. Especially if you see that somebody on that team is stealth, there's a good chance that that person is the one that's playing. So Bob was in stealth. The rest of team 1 was just chilling. They weren't playing or anything. Hockey's out roaming because he's the one in mid-duel. Just double check, right? Double check. That's all. You're opening causes so off. Press anything. Yeah, exactly. I saw. There's just no shot. We go again. I'm still laughing. Okay. Alright. Oh my god. I can't. Oh, we still have the same order? We do. Okay. You're not dueling Void. Void is not first. It is a stealthy. Stealthy confirmed. We got us just boing in that team. We got Coda. We got us Demonic as well as Azen. Ooh. I like this guy. I like the roleplay elements for this man too. That is peak. This, I feel like Azen is quickly becoming my favorite paladin over on the NA. Easily my favorite paladin. This guy is something. I like this guy. Hacky out the open here with a Warcraft of Addons. You're on top of the barrel. No. He's right. Oh wait. There's no way you didn't hear a stealth sound of like the little whatever you call it. What is it? How would you even vocalize the rogue stealth sound? Because it basically was like an accident that even made the sound in game. Like when they initially made rogues. It kind of made a sound when all the rogues buffs appeared at once. And it just created this like kind of like this stealthy, I guess, nerve-wracking sound that a lot of people would describe. When you hear that, you know the rogues nearby and you're like immediately on alert, like uh-oh. It is one sound. Whenever you hear it, it just puts you in that situation. All right, Bob and Hockey. At some point, you guys are gonna have to go, man. Dampening is gonna be starting to heat up, and there goes. Now we see ourselves two stealthies out in the wild staring. There's a shiny in the middle of the arena, and nobody knows which one wants to take the shiny. With Hockey trying to go for the opener, immediate blind into Bob. Bob is able to get a couple of bleeds. Hockey goes in with a full flagellation, cheap shot. Everything is available. That's going to be a wall for Bob. Oh, the burst is going to be nullified. That's Hockey. He's just going to have as much of a go as possible. Got himself a trinket to at least break out of that CC really quickly. Bob, if he can get the most amount of bleeds out of Hockey, I think it slides for Hockey. He doesn't end up using Cloak, so no more ways to remove the bleeds at all. Got himself an evasion, so at least he can just stay in and keep the pressure. But at this point, no Shadow Blades, no flagellation. He's in a bit of a weird spot. Does not get haymakered. Bob is kind of low in health though. Caught out with a bear form, and Hockey does get the kill while wearing a Warglyph of Azzinoth in his offhand, which is giving him like maybe 120 agility at most. Are you just dead to the bleeds? Oh, tell me you got a sippy. You could vanish. You could vanish for the shield. He doesn't vanish for the shield. Eyes are available, and Azan does not want to give Hockey any chances to recover here. Maybe you land a sap around the corner, but that's about all Hockey can do right now. Maybe smoke bomb, final wreck. I think he connected. Yeah, put him out in the open, gouge for a second. Azan does not sit that long at all though. And that's just over. Lights for Hockey. She death, not even running she death actually, so just not much you can do. Well done against the Pharaoh though. Pretty much our dying. Yeah, stealth ground, yep. Yeah, the stealth sound, exactly. Everybody knows the stealth sound. I don't know how would describe it, how would like vocalize it. It has a unique sound, man. A very unique sound. Azan doing, I like the pet, I like this mount, man. It has like a full proper bow there and everything. You gotta love it. Void trying to see if he can kite Azan towards his backside of the arena. Got himself a port as well as a gate in case he needs to. Trying to see if he can force Azan back. Mortal Coil together with potentially displacing him with a port. And I think he might just be able to, if you keep the pressure on him, Azan could be under a bit of trouble here. Void, Dark Pact, Fear immediately off of that stun. Does go for the Human Rachel. Interrupt him on fire. Might be a bit of a weird spot. Does get the succubus CC. Shadow Fury from a distance. Doesn't quite connect. I think recasting it. Yeah, had to recast it. Azan is still kind of half-ish health. Shadow Fury connects with a Chaos Bolt into a Chaos Bolt that joins in. That's quite a bit of damage. Breaking through that Shield of Vengeance pretty quickly. Azan does still have so much damage. Shrinking out for Void. I don't know if he's got a port. Got himself a bit of a heal. Hoping for a Fear. Chaos Bolt, bubble out of Azan. I don't know if he can escape this. I think it's just over. Azan did end up using bubble there. I don't know if Lane Hands got used or Spellboard, I'm pretty sure did not get used there. But versus Baby Drake charging in, got reflect in case there's a stun out of Azan. Full bleeds are up. Azan maybe looking at the bop really early here. There's literally nothing I can do. I actually don't know what you could do except like kite him out and just run. And then max range him. Baby Drake does get the kill. Was Bop not available? Did he not use for... Was Bop not available? Hold on, I need to... I need to rethink. Hold on, does Bubble still give you forbearance? Because if Bubble gives you forbearance, then I guess you can't bubble and then forbearance, right? Maybe I had it wrong. Huh. Stun into Boing as Drake. Still got a trinket. He still got not a lot of defense, but disarm does leap away. Can Academy has a 150% moment speed too. That is true. That is true. I don't know, actually. Paladins are hard to beat. Like the bubble bop, but there he just bubbled. Yeah, I guess that's pretty rough, honestly. That is pretty rough. Baby Drake with a full stun. Bleeds onto Boing. He does have a parry, so he's perfectly fine. Drake is not in a great health state. And just one last hit there at the end was enough. I don't know if a rallying cry pull off at the same time or whatnot. But that's rough. But I don't know why bot wasn't activating it. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so you did press a bot, but it just wasn't going off. That is wild. Weird. Huh. Because I was under the impression that Bubble is no longer on forbearance, so you could kind of use it even while forbearance is up. I assumed it doesn't activate forbearance, but I would need to try for myself, I guess. I just kind of assumed. It's been a second since I played Pally, though. I have way too many ults, man. Pally's been on a bit of a back burner. I just get my time walkings out for that thing. I'm really waiting to gear out fully. Need more hero track items. Kidney shot onto Boing. As Zen trying to see if he can keep the pressure rolling in little by little. He's got bleeds onto Boing. If you just separate away, evasion is up, you just need to back away. Blind as dots are up though. I think you do have to blind, but the fact that dots are up and then you have to blind him as you get super low, that is tragic. Warrior leaping after you. Stun for a gouge. This is no trade there. Does end up taking you, I think. VDH is the last one left on this team. Immediate haunt, immediately charging and parry up for Boing. I think he was able to parry that charge. No, he wasn't. The dot's still on. I think the initial damage didn't get hit. What a demolish there, though. Just in a quick succession, turned around. Colossus, big demolish. VDH's health is not in a great spot right now. Man, it's gonna have to play super defensive right now. That is rough. I don't know if there's an escape. Actually, no escape. Just goes in. Just goes for the jugular. Oh my god. That's a lot. Oh man. All right, let's get another one going. Let's get in here, boys. maybe I need to double check the talent though, Kevin. I definitely need to. Alrighty, boys, let's get an Onomasa in here. Let's get one more. Let me know, Boris and Kevin, when your boys are both ready. Yeah, I've done Azan every single game. Please, one game without Azan. Yeah, hopefully you know what? If let's say you do a slash roll and it's Azan, you could tell the other person on the team like, hey, can I go after you? Can I go after you, please? I just want some variety in my life, man. You guys can just like, if you can figure out the groups on your own if you want to. We usually just do a slash roll just so we have our groups. But if you're just like, dude, please, I just want to play. I just want to even match. I get it. If you just want to be like, hey, you go ahead. Just let me take your spot. You're locked down on everything but rolls. Yeah, the damage you do has been wild, that one. That demolished, by the way. I feel like you guys should press it a lot more aggressively. That thing seems nuts. What did we send you? We done Rook, we done Hook, we done Nagrand a couple of times now. I don't know, down sewers. Down sewers. That'll work. Man, yeah. Yeah, sometimes the matchups can be very, very unlucky. Vortex. Telling ya, sometimes they're very, very unlucky. It is tough, man. Because sometimes like you can have like, look at Krager, right? Look at Krager over on the EU, right? That dude plays the game a bunch. He does a lot of duels on a regular. Even when we don't do duels, he does duels with his community pretty regularly, right? He streams on Twitch, all that good stuff, plays the game a ton. And sometimes he'll get matchups where he'll go into these duels and all night he's just getting counters after counter, and there's just literally nothing you can do to get a win. There's actually just no win strategy. And sometimes he'll get a match where it's like there's a little bit of favor in his way, and then he could steamroll the entire team. So sometimes you get those matchups where it's just like there's just no win strategy, and other times where it's like you do have a chance. Are we missing someone in team 1? Is VDH, did he bail? Might have. I'm not sure. We'll have to just run it, but yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Good Twitch. Hopefully we get somebody on team 1, but team 2, we got Bob, we got ourselves Bing, we got ourselves Coden, Demoniac, as well as Azon. Let me look at that thing. Let me look at that set again. That looks good, dude. I really like that set. I really like that set. And the dragon thing, I mean, I really wish they added more armor and like clothing options for the dragon forms. I feel like at this point we need it. Gonna be Demoniac versus Hockey? Okay, hold on a second. Out of DMs and into the Dalaran Sewers Arena. We got ourselves Void, Zin, as well as Baby Drake. And hopefully, I think it was VDH, whoever's our 5th on Team 1. Hopefully they'll load in. That or Team 1 has to play a hell of a match here. Opener by Demoniac. Blind Trinket immediately for Hockey. The one that's got a human racial does not have a normal Trinket. Actually, Trinket get burned by Demoniac as well with the Blind as well. He can't really go for a lockdown onto Hockey. Vanish, got a Shadow Strike. Hockey not really taking that much damage though. Hold on a second. As long as he can get a proper go. Demonic with an evasion, so you can't really go aggressive. Cheap Shot is super yard. Still got a flagellation. He got a Cloak of Shadow, so maybe he can deal with some of the damage taken, but it still is a lot though. It is a Deathstalker Rogue versus a Trickster Rogue, with Hockey being the Trickster. Cheap Shot, that's a lot of damage. Locked down, I think it might be Lights. Oh! That is Lights. That is a lot of damage there. That was a lot with Void trying to see if he can get himself a proper go versus Demoniac stun. Got a Succubus around the corner with a Cataclysm. I don't know how you make it out of here, but now that you don't have Cloak. Did have to burn everything against the Rogue, but right now with Succubus just constantly getting you. Bolt might just be the end of you. With Overlord, I think it's over, right? Overlord! Holy, that thing! Yeah, it's over. It's over. There's absolutely no chance. Oh, I like the chance at a knock, but a Conflagration just takes it. That is tough, man. That is tough with Big Bob gonna be up next. What's his realm name? Gorgonash? I don't think I've ever seen that. I just noticed your realm name. I don't think I've ever seen that. Wall, Dark Pact, instantly everything for the cooldowns versus Bob. Dropping down Infernal, looking for a haymaker just to punt the gnome over to the other side of the arena. Dropping down the ports and just get himself a Hellstone just to make sure he's got himself plenty of healing. Definitely want to get this up and running before the match begins, you know what I mean? As Bob, he does have a wall. Most of his offensive cooldowns are kind of gone. Chaos Bolt, as long as you can, if you interrupt Chaos Bolt, you might be in a good spot, but if you can't kick it, that would be huge for Void. He's trying to see if he can port the Feral back out in the open, will not be able to, as long as there's a pet chasing after Bob. Because they're having a hard time getting around the boxes though. Void might be okay. Mortical is available, can rip out the soul of Bob when he has a proper go to at least reduce the damage that he does. Shadow Fear around the corner, doesn't quite connect, trying to leap in. Mortical immediately, got himself a Dark Pact just in case. As long as he can get more of these demons with Orpheum trying to charge around the corner. Is it gonna, there it goes. I was gonna say, like, is it ever gonna hit? Is it ever gonna connect? Next go, you definitely should see if you can steal the Pharaoh's soul in order to at least reduce some of the damage taken. It looks like that's exactly what he does. Soul is somewhere, I can't see it, but he is tiny. There it is, there's his soul. Chaos Bolt, at least it's able to respond to Bob. Bob, if anything, is able to at least reconnect and re-heal and recover back behind the pillar. For Void, able to at least go for a heal. I think it's going to be his one big heal for a very, very long while, especially since he's constantly in combat, can never really... Never mind. He's not a constant in combat. I forget. That used to be a thing. But ever since I got new Warlock Hellstones in... I don't forget. What is it? 1105? Was it? You got like way better Hellstones that can just pop. Even if they're in combat, they just go on cooldown instantly. So you'll have more uses out of it. Mortal Coil needs to definitely get a proper Fury chain onto Bob. Set up a full set of go on him. I think that's the only way the Void can really get a go. Chaos Mode does get disrupted, not on Chaos, but maybe it'll give enough damage. Try to see if you can all-in Bob, but a big bite closes him out. Is it Zen next? It is Zen next. That is rough, man. That is rough. I really wish we had somebody on team 1 just for a proper 5-man team. Otherwise, I think Bob might just eat everybody up. Unless Zen gives himself a proper go here. Kidney onto Bob. Bash to follow. If he go for full bleeds, full damage, he just plays defensively. He got it Heart of the Wild. He's got himself a way to live. He just got to put all the bleeds on a Zen. Maim. Maybe just end it with a bite. Try to see if he can do it. Evasion up for Zen, but he's just bleeding out. Cloak. And that is a trinket still available for Bob. So next combo, next go that Zen has, Bob at least will have an answer for it. That's my last game, lol. I'll get Vortex. Don't worry, my guy. No worries, my man. Zen catching up a little bit of healing. Bob, as long as you can get a dot on that guy. Or get him out in the open. Because you technically have a trinket. No, not yet. Look at how many BS it is. I'll get my man, honestly. You can't win every matchup. And sometimes Feral Druid is not an easy matchup either. Like, to be fair. That is not an easy matchup at all. I struggle with Ferals as well. I think everybody does, honestly. Feral, Hammer Paladin also can be a little rough at times. You know? Rogues and stuff. Yeah, stick to my healing main. Fair enough, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Zen, no trinket, vanish available, disarm, but Bob, as long I think Bob just needs to. I think Bob has two chances. Either he has two choices. Either just go all in versus Zen, but then he won't have much versus Baby Drake. That or play save, just bleed out Zen, and just hopefully that'll leave you with a couple of cooldowns versus Baby Drake. One of those two. As he goes in for a bark skin, kidney shot, and everything. Full bleeds, maybe? Does have full bleeds. Does for full bleeds. I think if maybe Bob just plays super defensively, just let the dots do work. Because they're doing work, they're doing damage, they're doing numbers. Maim, maybe a bite on top of it. I don't know if he has it. Trying to see if he can build for it. Vanish out of the rogue. I think it just lights. I think it just lights. It's just over. Yeah. And he actually still has everything available for Baby Drake. Trying to go for a stun, but I think it's literally DR'd. Has himself Heart of the Wild. Everything available. Wall and all of it. Bleeds are up by Baby Drake. Got him some full Blaze Storm for Bobby. Just to go big wall. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. With Azon gonna be probably last one to play here. As Baby Drake goes in for a few fear. Got himself a bit of damage with the Reflect. But what can you do against the Paladins? Did you all have fun? Appreciate you for coming by, man. Appreciate ya. As Azon, he got full wings, full everything. There's gotta be a way for Warriors to fight against Paladins, right? There's gotta be, man. Fury, maybe for the heal. Arms, maybe just with damage to break past the defenses. But that's definitely a tough one. Definitely a tough one and a rough one. Alright, boys. Let me know how groups are. We'll try to see if we can get a couple more in. Just so we can get a proper 2 hours over on the Team NA. At the very least. Start a little more for Kata for mob prep while getting bored of retail. Fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, that whole group is gone. Okay, okay. Is Haki done? Haki's done for the night. Okay, cool. Is that the end of your group? Alright, we'll try to see if we can relist. If Boris is still around, we could try to see if we can get a proper group going again. I'll try to, we'll throw it in for a relist. We'll give like 5. If we can't fill it, we'll just call it there, yeah? Haki's done for the night. Yeah, it's a bunch of people are too. Yeah, we're trying to reform real quick. I'm going to be a Mob Classic for a long time, doing spam queue for challenge mode sets, Glow Surety. Oh, I forgot about challenge mode sets. I forgot about challenge mode sets. Now that you mentioned it, if only you could play Kata Classic and bring those sets over to retail, right? I feel like a lot more people would hop on the mob journey just to get those things. I would definitely would. I kind of want to get those things. We'll try to see if we can refill. We'll give it like 5 again. If we can't fill it, we'll just call it, boys. Can't log into my priest. It's up to you, Chris. If you want to join us, man, we'll just try to see if we can fill. We'll see. But yeah, Glorious Tyranny. That is a good. Didn't they nerf Glorious Tyranny enchant? I saw somebody about it on Twitter. Somebody talking about how they nerfed it. It used to be like really, really like super in your face, but they nerfed it for performance reasons. Literally, an enchant was causing FPS to tank for players. Want to play a Mop Alley Shaman again? Yo, Mop Alley was good. Enhanced, I feel like was even better, but Mop Alley was really good. I do remember playing a lot of Mop Alley. But I thought Enhanced was even better because you could just ascend. Literally for Enhanced, the best part was every button just deals damage. Every button hits like a truck. It doesn't matter what you hit. Every button just plows right through them. It was crazy. They did because people kept crashing. That is funny. That is hilarious. I wonder if they'll bring back the nerf version or the unnerf version. It's crazy that a weapon enchant can cause people to just crash. You know what I mean? Although there was some apparently artifact weapons, certain skins for artifact weapons back in the day that would cause people issues. Like they would eat RAM. I don't know how. But yeah, apparently I heard that was a thing for a while. Like people would have to relog because over time the game would just like degrade and play worse. Because the RAM would just be filled up. I don't know how an enchant would just like fill up your RAM. But it was like, it would just eat away at it over time. Like over 2 hours, you would notice a performance loss in the game. Noticeably. I don't know if that ever got fixed. Unleash Elements being what Doom wins was crazy. Yeah, Unleash Elements was crazy, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Enhanced was just another beast back then too. It was nuts. I remember Mages also being really, really good. I feel like if I were to play Mob though, I feel like you'd have to play a Druid. Right? Unless you get into challenge sets. I think you would have to play a Druid, because Symbiosis is way too cool. Way too cool of a button. Way too cool. Just for the sake of playing a class with expansion. I'm gonna send my gear enhancement shaman on counter right now. Let's go. There it is. You might as well have fun with it, yeah. Plus, you also can find, there's like a rare or a dungeon you can do, and you can get a two-handed mace as enhanced, and you could actually play two-handed enhancement, at least for the first season in PvP. It was a bit of a cheesy play because you basically play around big ascendants, but that ranged storm strike that you got with ascend scales off of your weapons. But it only used your main, it technically strikes with two weapons, but it only scaled with your main hand in damage. But when you got a two-hander, you double the value. You could one-shot players. You didn't have Lava Lash, but you would have a huge one-shot with that ability on a 3-minute cooldown. So you could get a couple of these while you're ascended and hopefully get a reset some of the storm strikes, but you could wipe out an entire BG team and like just press a button. That's how hard it hit. I also wonder, hold on, another question I have. You remember how back in Mob Warriors had that one talent, or yeah, I think it was the talent or a passive thing where as you do damage, it can ramp up the damage of your, as you use abilities, you have a way to like buff up the damage of a heroic strike, and once you get 5 stacks, you could just like one-shot players. Are they gonna be just the last patch of Mob, which was like that was gone by then? Like Warrior was still really good, second one was busted still, but like that was gone, or are we gonna like the first patch? That's what I'm wondering. 2 more joints I can find a higher roll. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need Unomas then. Unomas are really good to go, boys. Only ever did arenas the resto farm the mount and day 1 in front. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I played resto, but I played Resto back then. And then Boomkin. And then eventually swapped over to Rogue. Probably getting 5-4-3. Okay, yeah, if it's 5-4-3, then yeah, all those things are gone. You don't have the busted Stampede anymore. It's still Stampede is still very, very strong, but you don't get the busted version of it. Wait, what? Wait, the title keeps going longer and longer. What is that? Oh man. But how a busted Vengeance at show F? Yeah, probably not. Yeah, all that is gonna be gone. What else was busted? Is that no? That's so Rogue at some point in MOP had this talent called Cloak and Dagger, where if you cheap shot, garrote, or ambush from stealth, it would teleport you to the target. So like subtlety basically had like teleporting shadow strikes like you do now, but like every time you ambush, you were porting to a target. That was there available for a little bit, then they nerfed the hell out of it. Dude, do I also remember Rogue when it had burst of speed or step or prep? You basically couldn't have shadow step and prep. You basically had no mobility at all. You just had to go prep. It was awful for season 1. Like, it was really, really terrible. Oh my god. Hockey? Yo, hockey's back in. All right, we gotta know, boys. Uno más. One more for the night. One more for the road. We were here. Let's get it queued up real quick. Match. Kevin, Anders, Boris, 5. We're doing a grand. One more to the grand. Appreciate your hockey. Hell yeah. We're in, boys. Burst of Speed was fun. Yo, Burst of Speed didn't even get a lot of play until WoW too. It was like the weak Burst of Speed, 60 energy. It was way too expensive. I only got a lot of play once you went into Warlord's General. Maybe like late tail end of the expansion, people will play with yeah, maybe like towards the tail end, people would play with, what was it called? The thing? I forget. Burst of Speed. I don't remember though. I'm trying to remember like what how did you play in the final patch? I was still missing a guy on team 1. What is happening? Hopefully you'll load in. Which? Oh, 44 in this rug is horrible. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Gonna take a while. Most people losing real calm points on an 8. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got, what is it? The calm points that carried over, right? Wasn't it? Baby Drake on team 1. We got Hockey. We got also Jonas and Psycho gonna be first up immediately versus Bing, Bong, Boing. Hope I got the name right, dude. Psycho immediately locked down. Try to see if we can play the Void Weaver. We need to get that riff rolling and immediately stun onto Boing. Trying to get the dots rolling in. Void Torrent, everything is available. You're definitely going to start using that Void Torrent so early as possible, because that rift is huge. Did it slow down? Absolutely slowed. Wait, does he have the slow in rift? Is that what it is? I think it is. Yeah, I think it literally got the slower drift. Look how much damage he did just chilling behind the pillar with that tentacle beaming at you over and over. As long as you get dots on the guy, he won't be able to get any healing. That being said, you are a priest. Got yourself a little bit of mobility to try to see if you close the gap. Trinket maybe a little too early. Psycho needs to find a way to get the dots onto Boing. And then just gotta keep the pressure on him. Definitely needs to get more of those rifts, because second one is gonna start kicking in. And get this man back up to full. Whatever dot damage you can put on him just to keep him pressured at all times, that'll be huge. Rift is available. Let's go for the kick. At least the Rift is a slow one Rift. You need to find a way to get away from the guy. Otherwise, a Blaze Storm, that's gonna be the end of you. Got himself at least a little bit of VE, a bit of damage dispersed, maybe a little late. But Boink, he's just waiting out. Waiting out until the perfect setup. Reflect in case there's going to be maybe a reflect stun. Still has a stun available in case he needs to with an extra pet. Siphon joins in. Stun on the charge. Trinket available. Psycho with a fear. Does have a circle range to break out of it immediately. And I guess the question is, does Psycho have much more to work with? Mind control? I mean, that would do it. That would do it. But he's still not out of the woods just yet. Void Torrent is up. Got himself the Aegis rolling in, a bit of shielding. Not a lot of health to really work with right now. Unless you can just Flame Sanity, yeah, it's over. That Rift damage technically could be absolutely massive, but it takes a while to get built up for it. I almost never see people go for the slow one Rift. I never realized how good it is. Stun trade with the Baby Drake as he goes in for a Trinket. Demolish as he goes in for a Blaze Storm. For Boing, that's at least a bit of DR damage. Reducing damage taken from Baby Drake a little. Doing a bit of damage himself. Parried just to make sure he's encountered. What is up next? Is it the Rogue? Is just attacking? Is it gonna be just like when Bob attacked the Warlock, dude? 100%. 100%. Got himself a proper stun. I don't know how you live this. No more parry, no more nothing. You got fear, but that's it. That's over. The bleeds are in. Once he goes in for full bleeds, incarnate and everything, I think there's absolutely no way to beat it with Jonas charging in. Is that the new set or is that the old set? That is the new set. That is the new set. Yeah, I had to take a look at the details. It does look really, really good. The fact that it makes you wonder, like, wait, is that the new or the old? From like a distance, I think it's a good thing. That's because they got the super, super well. Got himself a proper stun. Does he have the big go, though, as Outlook? Because technically you have a lot of pressure, a lot of damage. Cloak of Shadows backing away like this. Trying to see if he can escape. Is that a vanish? I think it's with advantage. I can't tell. It's tough now. That might have been advantage. Might have been advantage. But he got himself a proper reset. Bob got himself a proper reset. As an outlaw, I feel like definitely whenever you get a proper opener on the guy, you just got to keep rolling as much as you can. As long as possible. Like once you get a go, you just got to keep ramping. You just got to keep going. Definitely got to just keep going. As you're playing the trickster and you're playing the big killing spree. And then I feel like there you can maybe just have a bit of a hit and run. That's a different story altogether. Bob hanging out by one eye. Jonah's got the other one on lockdown. It's really going to be a question which one picks out first. One or the other. He's looking, just in case. He's looking. Bob was looking at the other one. Grappling over. Switching over. Now they're switching. Now they're flipping. Hold on a second. Now they're switching. Now they're changing it up. And Bobbert is trying to see if he can hang over. He's like, I don't know if I want to hang over there or chill. Jonas, if he's careful enough, should be able to see it. Grappling over. Does get a proper opener, maybe. He sees him. Doesn't go for the moonfire or anything though while in barrel form. I don't know if he can. Killing spree onto Bob while Barsket is available. Killing spree did a bit of damage, but back doing all the damage into a barrel form. Very, very unfortunate. Jonas does evasion. Definitely should use it as aggressively as possible here, especially when attacking Bob to at least deny the bleeds. Taking a bit of damage on his own. Got himself the ambushes though, ramping up little by little. Trinket is available, but just at least I think the Trinket should have been available, right? Oh, I'm wrong about that. With Hackett literally being last one over on team 1. With Bob trying to see if he can live it. That's a lot of damage on Hockey though. That is a lot of damage. That knock, that's all he can do with the strike immediately. Demoniac not giving Hockey a breather here whatsoever. Blind on Demoniac. Trying to see if he can get a trinket out of him. Does go for the trinket off the cheap shot. Blind to follow. Hockey, I think, might still be DR'd with dots. Or DR'd with stuns. So maybe it'll be good. Demoniac with an evasion. Just trying to see if he can build comp points off of Hockey. He just straight up dancing in front of him knowing that he can't do much. Into a vanish, shadow strike, kidney shot, everything available. Hockey does have cloak, has evasion. I think you just immediately cloak this, right? Insta cloak this. No, you're just dead. Or just dead. That is rough. That is rough. Who was our fifth on our team 1? I guess I bailed. The back pedal's killing me. Even better if the back pedals are happening, but you still die, right? They still kill ya. That's even. That just absolutely BM. Alrighty. I think that was the last one for the night, boys. I think that was it for me. It is about that time for me to go get something to eat and get more work done. It's about that time right now. Alright, you guys have a wonderful day. Appreciate you so much coming by, man. Tomorrow is a Sunday. Tomorrow's day off for me. I'm just gonna get a bunch of work done and whatnot. I appreciate you though. What are you linking? What are the talents? The pain of level and rogue and kata. Hold on a second. What was it? A drone rush into killing spree? You're getting there. Am I missing something? Is that prey in the week? Is that prey in the week right here? Is that what I think it is? That's Restless Blades, pretty sure. That was a weird debuff that Outlaw used to put on things. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember what this is. Is that for Phantom Knives most likely? Wouldn't be surprised if that was for Phantom Knives. Is Blade Flurry just learned automatically? You didn't like talent into it? Wait, that's actually so nice then. Bandit's Guile? Oh, Bandit's Guile. Okay, there was a talent called Prey in the Week too. You're right, that is Bandit's Guile. But there was another talent called Prey in the Week as well. Actually, hold on. I can... So, Prayer of the Week at some point became a talent for Mr. Pandaria. Like, this is a Wrath of Lich King barhead, but at some point that Prayer of the Week talent with that snake around the hand was a talent in Mr. Pandaria. I think it is what is afloat like a butterfly, sing like a bee is right now for rogues, for Outlaw in particular. But yo, thank you boys. I appreciate you. You guys are super fun hanging out with, super fun playing with all of you. We'll definitely be doing more next week. GG's boys, GG's. BF though. Oh yeah, Blade Flurry just got automatically, huh? Oh, weird. Yeah, it's a passive Blade Flurry or like a buff Blade Flurry. That is so weird. I'm not used to it. For Crown, boys. Next week, we do even more 5v5 1s, yeah. Hopefully, we won't have, like, 2 games in a row of, like, just 4 people playing. Hopefully, full proper 5-man teams and whatnot. But we had a lot of fun, man. These have been really, really good. Fairly, I got a mate. I'll get a good man. Yeah, play whatever you like, honestly, Melgar. You can bring whatever class you want, my man, honestly. GG's, boys. Doing more next week. You guys are more than welcome to join us next week as well. But yeah, gracias to my man. Hopefully see you more next week. Yeah, you guys have a good one. I am hoping we'll see some kind of like PvP tuning. I know they got AWC happening and like Mythic Plus happening. I do hope they like, you know, they still do see some kind of class tuning. I don't want them to stop like tuning classes and whatnot. You know what I mean? Hopefully we'll still see some new fresher things, some new talent buffs, some opportunity for certain classes to be represented, because the only thing they did so far is just nerf BM. But I wonder if there's an opportunity to maybe help out some of the other lesser played options. But yeah, I'm gonna go. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for hanging out. That's a fantastic song to end things on. So enjoy it. I'll catch you guys all next stream. See you probably Tuesday. If I feel like streaming Monday, I'll stream Monday. But definitely I'll see you boys Tuesday. Alrighty. Peace.